Yeah, I feel like mulliganing with this deck is very important. But we're going to go ahead and keep this hand off the strength of a turn 1 Delver, so let's do that. It's the list that won the challenge. Oh, here, hold on. Check this out. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Opponent looks like they're on Affinity. And we draw Daze for turn. I still have a stop on my draw step. Oh, what deck was I playing yesterday? So let's go ahead and run out Delver of Secrets. We might Daze a removal spell. This audio encoder is doing work though. I'm super happy with Core Audio. I am sorry guys. Having my opponent disconnect is a huge bummer. There they are. They're back. Okay, they didn't lose a ton of time, so no big deal. They're on Affinity, so I don't think they need a lot of time. See what this is. Oh yeah. Yes, man. That's a pretty good card to catch with a Daze. We will F6. Delver, flip. Come on. Ponder. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's play an island, get in with Delver. I don't really know what we want to do here. Maybe hold up a Vapor Snag for another one of their 4/4s. I think that's probably a good idea. Or for one of their like big beaters. Yeah, if they go like, if they explode next turn, like we're not super worried about there's an Atog, which is pretty good against Vapor Snags. I think we might just Vapor Snag it right now. We have 3 in our hand, and I'm not super worried about that. I don't know if they'd have like Vines of the Vastwood or something, but maybe we'll find other targets. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine enough. It'll tie up their mana for next turn. Oh my goodness. Oh, sweet. Sweet, we're up a match already. Okay, that's a good, or up a game already. So I'm thinking Hydroblasts and Annuls are what we want here. And maybe we want, like... Vapor Snag seems very good against this deck. Maybe Hydroblasts aren't as good as I think they are. Maybe we just want, like... Maybe we don't even want Hydroblasts at all. And what do we take out for Annuls? Do we take out, like, Brainstorms? Are we the aggressive deck, or are they the aggressive deck? I think we're the control deck. So let's take out 1 Brainstorm. And let's take out... 1 Daze is just a very good tempo play, but our Vapor Snags are just fine against them. Geez, this deck is so hard to sideboard with. And I think that's probably why I lose a lot of my games. Don't want to take out Augur Bolasses. They're good blockers. If anybody is seeing this and they know how to sideboard a Delver deck, let me know. That would be sweet. That would be really sweet. Okay, let's take out another Brainstorm. I don't really want all the Brainstorms. And if we're going to be the control deck, I think we'd rather even have the Annuls than the Dazes in a lot of cases. We can get their big guys with this. So let's go ahead and let's do it like that. The Vapor Snags are awesome. You know what? I don't know if Pyroblast, or sorry, I don't know if Annull is just better than... Oh man. No lands, mulligan it away. This is a pretty decent hand. I'll keep this. They're on the play. Island on top. Frig yeah. Okay, we did it. There's a Chromatic Star. They're going to pass. We will play an island and preordain. Maybe they'll forget about Daze. But I don't really know. Like, we want to be... Oh, Delver, yes. Okay, we don't want Gush yet. We do want a Delver. We'll draw that. And pass the turn. We'll see what they play here. If it's like a 4/4 that's worth dazing, I probably will, because we can play Delver next turn. They're not going to play into Daze. Well, they're going to try to bait a Daze out of our hand. Spell Stutter isn't really countering anything we care about, so I think we're just going to play Delver of Secrets Preordain this turn. And we got to remember, we got to do the Preordain right. So let's play Delver. And then see they want to respond to that or something, and then we will play an island and we will preordain. Let's try to set up... Wow, these are both fine draws though. I think we even... So let's bottom Fairy Miscreant, let's draw Spire Golem, and then hopefully we put a non-creature spell on top. That'd be pretty sweet. Also, hopefully our opponent kept a 2-lander and we get to daze something here. That'd be pretty tight. This deck is tough, right? Like, it's part of you wants to pick up islands with Daze and Gush, and other parts of you want to leave them on the battlefield so you can cast Spire Golems. Let's see what this is. 1 red mana. Electrickery the Delver. Sure. You won't be casting any more spells this turn. And we get to cast a Spire Golem next turn, leaving out Daze. So that seems pretty good to me. So let's cast out Spire Golem. If they have another Galvanic Blast or something to try to Prophetic Prism it, we can just Daze that, and we're okay picking up a land here. We only have 2 mana plays that we care about making next turn, and these will protect our Spire Golems, put a clock on. It's all coming up Millhouse. Let's see what this is. Mirror Enforcer. We got nothing to say about that. Nothing we can do about that, except maybe find a Vapor Snag. Hopefully find a Vapor Snag. Let's see what this is. 1 red mana. They're going to Galvanic Blast Spire Golem. I'm almost okay with that. Like, we have a couple of pretty good follow-ups. Yep, Galvanic Blast Spire Golem. Can't counter that. We can start countering Galvanic Blasts next turn. Okay, we definitely want to Ponder here. Let's see what Ponder finds us. Land Fairy Delver. So Delver's not very good here because we can't protect it with a fairy or anything. I don't think there's a way we can anyway. No, there isn't. So maybe I still kind of want to play a Delver out here, but we can't protect it, right? It's kind of a tough choice to make. I almost like we can't set up Delver with this Ponder either, so that makes this kind of awkward. Maybe we do it like, maybe we just shuffle. Yeah, I think we're going to shuffle. We kind of want a Vapor Snag or like... Yeah, well, let's play Augur Bolas. At least it can get in the way of this 4 damage. Maybe we should have kept the Delver there. We almost definitely could have set it up with this. But we still can't protect it, right? So it's not doing a whole lot for us. There's a Vapor Snag. That's good news. Okay, let's grab this Vapor Snag. We will... Yeah, we just put these to the bottom. They know about our Vapor Snag, which isn't great. They don't know about our Daze, which is pretty great. Fairy Miscreant was probably a good take there too. This deck it's not trivial how difficult it is to play this deck. Like, it truly is. And we're not in a very good position right now. We have no clock. They have their interaction on the board. Really wish I had a Gorilla Shaman here. Yeah, hard to counter these spells with Spell Stutter. And this is not a Gorilla Shaman deck. Alright, so we can counter an ATOG with Spell Stutter. I like that. We're by playing 2 Spell Stutters. And that doesn't seem very good either. Yeah, we could like play 2 Spell Stutters. I guess we could Vapor Snag something. We can't attack with our Augur Bolas. So do we Ponder here and leave up Spell Stutter for like a Vapor Snag or something? Or for like a Galvanic Blast or something? Probably. I think that's probably our best course of action. So let's Ponder. Let's try to find a threat. If we find Delver this time, no, we just find more Vapor Snags, which I'm almost okay with, but we don't want these islands, which really sucks. So it doesn't really matter. Let's just shuffle all these away. Yes, we will shuffle our library, hopefully find a threat or something. There's another Vapor Snag anyway, which is kind of skeptical. If I draw 2 islands after this, I'm going to be fairly upset. We're gonna have to we're probably gonna chump block and take 4 next turn and then Vapor Snag them at the end of their turn a couple of times because we don't want them to be able to play these back out. All right, let's go ahead and chump block. We're dead to 3. What is it? 3 Galvanic Blasts. And if I just belched in my mic, sorry. All right, so on their end step, we're gonna do some Vapor Snagging. Oh, daggers! I really wish I could have Spell Stutter. No, you can't Spell Stutter it anyway. Never mind. Spell Stutter seems so bad against some decks. So you won't be attacking with them next turn, which is nice. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I had to block, right? Let's see how they feel about 2 Vapor Snags. Yeah. Okay. And there's an Annul, which is an awesome draw. Okay, so I guess we just have to pass here. Like, we don't have a ton of action. We can counter one of those big 4/4s, but that's about it. They're gonna get in for 2 with this Frogmite. We're really hoping to draw some more interaction, maybe draw another counterspell or something like that. That would be pretty awesome. We've drawn very little of our interaction besides Spell Stutters. I guess, I don't know if Galvanic Blast and Electricity are good enough spells to bring in Hydroblast for. And here comes Frogmite, gonna hit us for 2. I feel a little more confident because we can Spell Stutter their Galvanic Blasts. There's a Flare Husk. I'm okay with a Flare Husk. That's pretty bad against... and we'll try to counter this. We're happy enough countering a Mirror Enforcer. This is only game 2, and we're only up on our opponent here because of... yeah, we can't do anything about that. We're only up on time on our opponent because they disconnected. We're going to have to play pretty fast, even though there's a lot of complex lines in this deck. Looks like they're just going to pass. All right. Seems fine. Fairy Miscreant's not bad, but it's not great. Something that we can just play right now and then Spell Stutter or 2-drop maybe. If you daze our own Spell Stutter and make another land drop, but that's stupid and doesn't do anything. Okay. What did we reveal a long time ago? This. Okay, that doesn't do anything. We're gonna take 1,000,000 here. Counter a Galvanic Blast, I guess? Or do we trade Fairy Miscreant with this Germ? Probably trade Fairy Miscreant with the Germ. Take 6, go down to 4. They have 2 Galvanic Blasts, we're dead, but I mean, it was hard fought. We didn't find a ton of interaction. Hopefully we can get off to a fast start next game. Hopefully I'll learn how to play this deck a little bit better. There's a Carapace Forger. Okay, that was probably why we would want to keep our Fairy Miscreant around. Weak plays, everybody, weak plays. You forget about Carapace Forgers sometimes. You draw nulls too late. We are just dead on board. All right, moving on. Moving on. You guys ever listen to Tangled Hair? Great band. Great band, guys. Actually, I think that's Color. Okay, let's update this. Let's update this guy right here. Save it up. That seems good. Got 1 and 1 already. Already, we're not looking too bad. We got some pretty fast scoops there on the first game. What do we want? Like Curse of Chains is probably pretty good against this deck. We probably want to answer their stuff once it hits the battlefield. Maybe we bring in 2 curses and take out the dazes. Because this deck doesn't care about mana very much, and I almost want to bring in the other 2 curses for like Spell Stutters or something. Gush seems like it would have been pretty weak in during any draws of that game. Spell Stutter is good against this deck because it protects our board against Electricity and Galvanic Blast, though, and that's kind of how we're going to get off the ground. So maybe Curse of Change is what we want it to be doing there. Not a super experienced Delver player, but I kind of like how this looks now. We have a few more answers to artifacts, and we have a couple answers to stuff that hits the battlefield. That's going to hit the battlefield. Feel a little weak to Atog here. We can counter the Fling, I guess. There might be an argument for putting in like 1 Hydroblast over a counterspell or something, and maybe Augur Bolas isn't. Maybe all 3 Annuls isn't correct, but they have a bunch of Mirror Enforcers and Frogmites and stuff. I think all 3 Annuls are in those, are for Boggles matchups. So let's bring in 1 Hydroblast over 1 Annul. We will ponder our use of the Delver deck a little bit. Yeah, this is tough. It's never easy to sideboard with this deck. Like this, it really is. It really is hard to know. I should look up a sideboard guide or something, but it takes away from that whole blind run luster, right? You know? All right, let's submit. Let's see what happens. We got 60 cards. We would like to play first. This looks pretty good on the play. We're gonna go Fairy Miscreant so that we can Spell Stutter their 2-drop. I think that's just a really good play. We got a little bit of control in our hand if something does sneak in. They'll have to wait an extra turn if they want to play around Spell Stutter Sprite, which I'm okay with. So it's just a Springleaf Drum, nothing too serious. Okay, so let's just play a land, get in with Spell Stutter Sprite and pass the turn, or get in with Fairy Miscreant and pass the turn. We're leaving ourselves the opportunity to counter a 2-drop. And I guess, yeah, so it won't be able to resolve, so they won't be able to go up to 3 mana before, and like Galvanic Blast this or anything. So we can counter any of their plays here, which is good. And it looks like they're going to make one. Just a Flare Husk. Is that worth countering? I think so, because we have this Curse of Chains in our hand, so let's do that. I think keeping artifacts off the board is good enough. And even if they do Galvanic Blast Spell Stutter Sprite, it's like kind of okay. Okay, so Spell Stutter gets the Flare Husk. We wanted to use this to counter a spell anyway, and getting a clock started is pretty good. There's Chromatic Star. They have enough mana for their Frogmites now, but we have a Curse of Chains. There's Gush. There seems to be a lot of incentive to gush here. Yeah, that could lead to some pretty crazy stuff. We still haven't even made our land drop, and we can ponder. So let's go for a gush. Float the mana first. And we just draw like a jillion ponders. We'll make our land drop, ponder. Have a look at the top three, leaving a null on top, I guess, but yeah, I think we'll leave in a null on top and keep it. Because we're probably going to, yeah, we're going to knock off a couple more ponders here. Okay, so any order, shuffle. Yes. Yes, please. There's another spell stutter, and we'll ponder one more time. Oh, man, this is a great ponder. Okay, so let's go Gush, Counter, Delver. And don't shuffle our library. We'll draw the Delver. And then go to attacks, swing for 1,000,000. We'll probably even pitch a land here. Like, I like all of the spells in our hand. Oh, we don't even have to pitch to hand size. It can't get any better than this team. Even if they do resolve a big beater here, it's not going to be hexproof, so we're not really worried about it. If it's ATOG, I'll be a little sad. I'll be pretty sad. But it's just a prophetic prism. That's good. Maybe they're going for Mirror Enforcer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can Mirror Enforcer off their 1 mana. Would love a daze here. Mirror Enforcer, that's all right. We can Cursive Chains next turn. Oh, another Mirror Enforcer. Okay, we can't Cursive Chains that. ATOG, I can Spell Stutter. Right, I could Spell Stutter ATOG next turn. I could also just counterspell it. I want to play Delver here and flip it, though. And we have a couple of blockers. I kind of want to Cursive Chains one of these, too. Like, it's... But I think we almost have to leave up Spell Stutter for their Electrickery. Yeah, maybe we should just leave up Spell Stutter here. I believe in you, Lynx. We have answers to ATOG in our hand. They have a couple of 4/4s on the battlefield that we only have one way to deal with. We can resolve a Delver here, and they only have 2 cards. If they're 2 cards, our ATOG fling, we're just dead. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Well, I guess we're not just dead. So maybe we do want to play Delver this turn and hold up. Send a virus to my opponent's computer. I think we do play Delver here, so that way we can hold up a null to counter any artifact. Another artifact would kill us. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So yeah, so now I'm going to play Delver here because ATOG can't even kill us because we can just block anyway. I don't know if chumping everything is what we want to be doing, but and I'm not going to ponder because I want to leave up a null here. Just in case, but we're pretty much going to let them resolve everything. Unless it's like another Mirror Enforcer or something like that. Let's see what this is. A Crack-O-Matic Star floating a blue. That could mean worse things if this is Thoughtcast, which it probably is. I assume it's Thoughtcast, unless they were hoping to draw Thoughtcast there? No, they must not have. Hey, Joe, how you making out? How you doing tonight? Staying up late with the late team? I think we might just take both. I don't know. We might take 8 here. But going down to even 12 against this deck is a little dangerous. I guess we flip Delver next turn and we kind of got him up against it. And we can Cursive Chain something and leave up a null. Or we can leave up a null and Spell Stutter, which is probably what we'll end up doing next turn. So if we're not going to deal with them this turn, I think we just have to let it go. No, I can't let it go, because if they have exactly ATOG Fling, 1, 2... Well, they can't generate enough mana for ATOG Fling. 1, 2... So 8, and then 4 is 12, and Galvanic Blast is 16, so we'll only go to 4. I think I can block with 1, because then I'll at least... Then if I Spell Stutter, they have to throw a Galvanic Blast at this, which is pretty good. So they're going to let that go. Mismatch Enforcers, for shame. I know, right? They do have Drum, yeah. Oh, you're right. So they can tap ATOG for the Fling. Jeez, I'm sure glad I blocked one, but it doesn't look like they're going all in on ATOG here, unless they're digging for it, of course. 2, 4, 6, 8, 14, 16. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, no! Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh, no! Oh, they have it. Oh no. Okay, okay. It's just a Galvanic Blast. Oh, they already have a card in hand though. Or they still have a card in hand though. But they're gonna pass. Okay. Alright, we have a chance. We have a chance here, team. So we have Counterspell, Spell Stutter, and Null to leave up. No way to get in any, even a little bit of damage. So I don't know if we want to like Cursive Chain something and then... This deck is insanely hard to play. We can't ponder in anything relevant here. Oh god, this is insane. This is insane. We have to hope they just go all in on ATOG? I guess? Like we just leave up Counterspell, Counterspell and Null, try to counter another 4/4, and play Red Get Bolt, yeah. Or we can like curse one of these. If we curse one of these, we're just dead though. So we can't do that. So I think I might even ponder here. But this could catch a... No, I'm not going to ponder. That's too risky. That's too risky. Let's leave up a Null and Spell Stutter Sprite and pass the turn. Well, maybe just Counterspell because, yeah, because they can just kill our Sprite in response. I'm so glad they didn't have Fling there. That was bananas. They're going to go to combat. I think we have to... Yeah, I'm scared too. I'm scared too, team. Is this gonna be a gush during their attack step? I think we have to block ATOG. It represents lethal on its own. They're gonna put us down to 8 anyway. Yep. Okay, we're down to 8. What do you have? Do you have anything? Start sacking your board. Do it. Come on. Do it. Sack your board. Do it. Fling Galvanic Blast gets us here too. You made Storm. I think we counter this. But if we counter this, we can't counter Fling. Affinity! Oh god, this is brutal. We could gush. We could gush, try to find nothing. Try to find like Hydroblast, the one-off Hydroblast we have. We had to block there anyway, so it's not like there was a misplay happening. We can't, like, there's no... If we counter this, we're dead to Fling. We just can't. Yeah, I brought in one Hydroblast. Because, like, ATOG and Fling are the only red cards we care about. Alright, pass back to us. Okay, we have enough mana now that we can die. Oh, frig. Okay, so I think it's going to be Cursive Chain, or it's going to be Gush. You bring in all the Hydros? Oh, where were you? Where were you a minute ago? That way we can at least leave up Counterspell for the... oh, God. Land Preordain are our draws. So we're going to have to Cursive Chains... we're just, like, so dead on so many levels. Yeah, there's no... we don't survive this. I guess... No. Okay, we don't want to tap that. Let's just have a ponder. It's at the end. You're like hyper committed to getting You're like all uncommitted to helping me, and I'm giving you crap for not being here early enough. Sorry about that, Lynx. Oh, okay. All right. Spicy. But not enough. All. Like what, we Vapor Snag a 4/4. Yeah, we're just dead. We're a bunch of ways dead. Yeah, I guess we want to find a Hydroblast to kill the ATOG, so let's shuffle. We find Augur Bolas. And that's GG's. That's GG's. See ya. Good night, Affinity.